Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Berglan, also known as the World's Mayor, and I am host of the World's Mayor Experience. Now, this episode is not really going to be an episode, it's really an announcement. Today, I'm really excited to officially launch donation based media consulting. Yeah. So here's the thing. I've been advised by all of the people that love me, the people that coach me, and everything else that I'm completely insane. That's pretty much what I've been told. Pretty much the same way that I was told that I was insane when I had a nonprofit organization and I wanted to serve and only serve. Well, I was doing all that because I really believed by serving that God would provide. I didn't ask for donations. So you don't have what you don't ask for, I guess. That's really how that works, right? But I learned a lot of lessons from having a nonprofit organization. And you know what? One of the biggest lessons was I love to serve. I love to help people. I love to help people that don't know that they can help themselves. I love helping people realize that they can help themselves. And yes, of course, we have God and a creator to be thankful for and someone that works things out for our good if we're partnering with them. But that's a whole other conversation. So I want to give a quick roundup on this. Our nonprofit organization had to close the doors because I didn't ask for donations. That's on me. Didn't really have a business plan. That's on me because all I really wanted to do was serve and only serve. That's what I wanted to do because I believed with all my heart that money would come. It didn't. So we don't have a nonprofit anymore. Turned my business once I launched my products into a business. In other words, started charging for my services, picked up some clients. It was great. Made a documentary for someone that was absolutely spectacular. Like it's one of my favorite projects I've ever done. Got hired to do that. All of that was great. Then had an opportunity to take my services and join a movie company, which I did. Got to implement Media Company in a Box into this movie company. And it was really exciting to watch all of the different revenue streams and all of the different possibilities come alive for this organization. Now, one thing I realized after working with another organization was this: I don't want to be in one place. I want to help as many people as I can. I don't even want to represent anyone else but myself. And here's why: because the people that I am drawn to, the people that I am called to serve, the people I want to help, the people that I want to give my energy to are the people that came from the very place that I came from. And when I'm representing another company, I can't talk about those things because, and rightfully so, that those subjects may not align with that company. And I get it. That's their right. This in the same right that YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all of these other platforms that other people own, in the same way that they have the ability to say what they want on their platform or not, that's their right. As it is my right to make my own decisions or to, if I feel led to talk about something, then talk about it. I also realized that by working solely with one organization that I couldn't help the other people I wanted to help. And I'm very passionate about working with people with mental uniquenesses, former trafficking victims, and also people that are locked away in prison or out of prison trying to rehabilitate their lives. Very passionate about that. I'm also very passionate about teaching the youth media literacy. It is a calling on my life. And so, with that said, I had to go back to being a business for myself. I didn't have to, I chose to. And I'm so grateful for that because again, I have a huge global vision and I have a heart for community. And I'm getting this opportunity to serve in my community and teach media. And it's one of the greatest opportunities I've ever been given. I mean, yeah, I earned it, but I'm grateful for it because they didn't have to give me this opportunity. And I genuinely love to teach. But when I realize one of the things that I realized after relaunching my business, because I took all of my services down after I joined the movie company because I didn't have the time to work with anyone else. But when I relaunched my services and I put the price tags on each of the items and each of the services that I was offering, I realized that my messaging about wanting to elevate the voices for the voiceless and also equipping the voiceless so that they can have a voice and then being a voice for the voiceless myself, I realized that having these items that were 10,000, you know, $400 an hour, $300 an hour, $200 an hour, I realized that I was pushing away the very people I wanted to serve. Now, mind you, I love helping people with lots of money too, because frankly, and just being honest, you can do a lot of free things in the media. There's a lot of free platforms and opportunities. You can become a media organization for no money. I mean, you absolutely can do that. Is it easy? God, no, it's not easy. It's one of the most challenging things you will ever do. Trust me, I know. I've been doing it. It's not easy. When you don't have money to market, it's not easy, but there's still a way. There's still a way. And you know what? Sometimes that way, it may take a long time, but eventually you're going to get there. You just got to, if you believe in what you're doing, if it's really the calling on your life, if it's really what you feel that God or the creator has called you to do, then you're going to be okay. You just get to move forward faithfully, purposefully. But it's not easy. Life is always easier when you can throw money at it, but not everybody has that option. In fact, there's a lot of people that had a bunch of money that don't have a bunch of money anymore, and they're going, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now, one of the greatest things that I'm grateful for is that I believe I got to the point, it took years, it didn't happen immediately, but I did get to this place where I started to know that these dreams and visions were actually God showing me what was possible. So I'm glad that I marched forward, even though it made no sense. I'm glad I built the systems that I built because I'm prepared for the fourth industrial revolution. I'm prepared for the changes that are coming with technology. Why? Because I started doing this a long time ago and it made no sense and it didn't really work in this current world we're working in, at least not yet. But I am set up perfectly for the fourth industrial revolution and independent media, because that is what ultimately a lot of us will be. But that's another subject. I want to get back to why I chose to do donation-based media consulting. The people that I want to help don't necessarily have the budget to pay for the exact value that these services cost. That said, there's been too many times that people have been told, no, you don't get access because you don't have enough money. There's a lot of people that have the door slammed in their face because they don't have the money. And I believe in the third door philosophy. What's the third door philosophy? Well, I like to paint the picture like this. So imagine you're in South Beach, you go to the club or any club for that matter, but just South Beach sounds more fun. So you have your line of people trying to get in the door. They're waiting, right? That's one door. Then you got the VIP line where you just walk right through. The bouncer sees you, they like what you're wearing, whatever, they call you up and you get to walk right through and you don't pay cover. That's two doors. Guess what the third door is? You ever seen Goodfellas when Ray Lolita goes through the kitchen with his date, cruises down the kitchen, and then sits right in front of the stage? That's the third door. I am a third door taker. I didn't get access into the world of entertainment. I didn't by walking through the front door or getting an agent and having the agent let me in. No, I went through the side. Everything I've done, I've taken the third door. I have not been invited in like a vampire. I've had to take an alternative route or create my own road. So I had to learn how to be creative to make these dreams and visions come to life. So that same dream and vision led me to writing a book that hit bestseller in 4 countries, that we won 8 film festivals with a movie we made for no money. We've won other awards for talk shows and for production. And we've done all of this not having the budget to do it, but we did it anyway. We found a way. And so I know not everybody has or even had access to people to learn these skills. I was so blessed. I just so happened to be in LA when I learned most of this. I just so happened to end up being homeless while, thinking I was going to be one thing with my life. And then all of a sudden, everything goes sideways on me. And it should have, because I wasn't doing any of the right things. But that failure, that screw up is what set me up to going, you know what? I don't have any other option but to trust this dream and vision that has been placed inside of me that will not go away. So I had to find a way. And the only way to find a way was to say, how can I help you? How can I serve you? How can I help this situation? How can I support you? Whatever it may be, I showed up with that attitude everywhere I went. Every networking event, every Facebook Live, every Facebook message, every Twitter message, everything was, how can I help you? And because of that, I got access to every possible event you can imagine in LA, every Hollywood event. And with that, I got to learn from the best of the best, being on set with the best of the best, whether it's commercials, movies, or TV shows. I've been able to learn from the best. So not everybody has that access. Not everybody can say that they're a bestseller. And by the way, I want to say this, the whole bestseller book thing is bullcrap. I mean, unless if you're a New York Times bestseller, and that may be bullcrap too, but it's kind of a game. It really is. If you know how to play the game, I mean, you can get these accolades. So it doesn't really mean a whole lot that I'm a best-selling author. It just doesn't, because it wasn't like I sold 1 million books, but still became a bestseller and still hit number one, because the strategies that I know, the strategies that I learned work. PR strategies, distribution strategies, getting your products on the Home Shopping Network or HSN, all of that, like those things I learned from serving. So over this stretch of 7 or 8 years of showing up, serving, volunteering, and then also implementing my own strategies and own things I learned from my own trainings and things that I learned from what I watched or things that I learned from the creator or whatever it may be, I've been able to put it all together in this wonderful package that allows me to be like a one-size-fits-all service, meaning that media, there's a lot of different parts. Everything from white labeling a product to distribution. Yes, that plays a role in media. Why? Because you utilize the media to sell your product. TV shows, TV production. I was vice president of a TV network. Podcast production. I mean, you name it. Creating new revenue streams. I was able to learn all of these things. And because of how I learned, I'm even more passionate about teaching it. So now that I've relaunched this service, it didn't feel good to see these $10,000 price tags, even though the value for a year or however many months it was built in, whatever the package was, there was a bunch. And I didn't feel good about it. Straight up, didn't feel good about it. You know why? Because I was outpricing the very people that I want to help the most. I get excited about bringing anyone's vision to life or playing a part in it. I absolutely do. It is one of the most joyful things that I can even begin to explain to you. It makes my heart sing. That said, unlike the time when I had a nonprofit organization and I didn't ask for donations, and unlike the time when I launched the product and I was selling, and then when I relaunched and then I had all of these prices here, there is no confusion about the value that I'm bringing to the table. But that said, just because I know the value does not mean that I'm going to outvalue. Wait, hold on. Let me back that up. Does not mean that just because you can't afford something that I'm offering as a service, but you need help, I'm not telling you no. No one left behind. And what I mean by that is not some hero military thing. What I'm saying, or something that some president once said, I don't mean it like that. What I mean by this is we're going into the fourth industrial revolution. We are going into a new world where media will be basically the same thing as the internet is today. Like how you can't do much without the internet, you're not going to be able to do pretty much anything without media. Don't care what business you're in. If you're a teacher, if you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're obviously a content creator, even if you're a brand that sells products, you have to utilize media. And if you're not utilizing all forms of media, you're missing the mark. But that just said, it's not about just placing your content all of these different places. No, strategic matters. Having a plan matters. And there's a lot of mistakes that you can make along the way, a ton of mistakes. And you know what? I've made most of them. You know why I made most of them? Because I didn't have the money to pay someone to do it for me. But dadgummit, there was a will, there was a way, and a belief that this is what I was supposed to do. And so I've been doing it every day, regardless of having lots of money, no money, some money, kind of money, dream money, whatever. It didn't matter. Doing it every day moving forward in my purpose and what I'm created to do because I believe. And so that said, I want to teach. And yes, I value what I'm offering. And you should value it also. Now, I can't obviously make you value it, but the reason I'm doing this is because, and again, against every coach, every business, every whatever, the people in my life, they're not happy about this decision because it's like, oh, well, I'm going and just blowing, like, I'm just like going to give everything away again. No. But you know what? I'm going to say this. I would rather fail miserably doing what's right in my heart than I would succeed denying my heart. Now, I guess if my heart was full of evil and spite and anger and rage, then, maybe I shouldn't want to do what's in my heart so much. But my heart is to serve. My heart is to make an impact. My heart is for the world's mayor experience to help 500 million people. And help could be mental health help. It could be purpose help. It could be, here's an opportunity for you, or we can help create an opportunity for you to go make your dreams and visions and intellectual property come to life in a way that provides for your family. It could be that it pulls you out of a bad relationship. It could be anything that I can do. And look, I got a crazy story. It's not like there's any judgment here. And it's not like that I'm here trying to convert anybody either. In the end, I just want to serve. I just want to help people realize that the Creator, God, has a plan for you, and it's awesome. And media just so happens to be this thing that now all of a sudden is accessible to all. And I just so happen to know new media really well and know it in such a way that not only can I teach it, I can show people how to use it to make their dreams come true, regardless of what their dream is. Now, being an NFL football player, being a pro basketball player, or being a famous rapper, I can't promise you fame. But if you're wanting to monetize your talent, you're wanting to monetize your gift, if you want to monetize your intellectual property, I know how to do that. And, yeah, it helps to have money to throw at marketing. It absolutely does. But there is an organic way of doing things that can benefit you and at least get you going. And if you have an existing business, my services can help you identify multiple new revenue streams that can allow you to add on to the revenue streams you have today. So I'm here to serve. And again, against all of the professional advice that I have, I'm offering donation-based media consulting. It's for you. It's for you. It can help you. Whether it's a 5-minute phone call or 3-hour training session, I don't care. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. And if you value what I do, or the way that I help you allows you to go on to make a bunch of money, and then you want to give me some, so be it. I'm putting my faith in my heart and what my heart's telling me to do. I'm putting my faith in the God that created me to do what I believe is right. And I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I'm here to make a difference in the world. And I don't want a price tag to interfere in that. Because you know what? There's a lot of people that are struggling right now with finances, people that have lost their jobs, people that are thinking they're about to lose their job, people that don't really know what's up and what's down right now. There's people that are struggling mentally. There's people struggling emotionally. There's people struggling and they don't know where to go. They don't see a way out. Sometimes it's as simple as a perspective shift, and maybe that's what the conversation can offer you. Maybe it's just the implementation of an idea or going where you're telling yourself, well, there's no way I can do it. I don't have any money. What if I showed you that there is a way to do it with no money? I've had to do it. I know. I know what it's like to work with a really big budget, which is amazing, by the way. Not going to lie, big budget's amazing. You can really do a lot of things. But you know what? You can do a lot of things with no budget too. And it's exciting. And it really comes down to how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Is this what you want for your life? And it may not be. It's not for me to say. But I am here to serve. And what I'm offering to everyone that's listening right now or watching is that you will get a 30-minute free consult. It's free. So not even asking for a donation. And maybe in that 30-minute free consultation to figure out what you would be getting, maybe that you get your answer there. Okay. I know it's a crazy business model, but it's the business model I feel led to lead with. And I will trust that God will provide. And because I'm doing my part. So yeah, that's that. I appreciate you listening. And this was probably the strangest podcast ever, but this is it. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, feel free to contact me. And I'm excited about this. You know why? Because even before I launched this product or officially, I already had 5 referrals. And so if you also want to know what it's like to work with me, go check out the World's Mayor reviews on Google. I've worked with other people, helped other people, and I would be happy to help you too. Thank you. God bless.